state where it says that 17 is fucking legal, and if the police was to come hard to you, I'm 32, how old are you? You're 17. They're not going to do anything about it. Now, we're going to sit here and say, well, morally, you shouldn't be doing that. You're this, you're that. And in some instances, we're going to be right. But in others that they're into that, they're going to be right. But the law of the land says he's not wrong.
These laws,
that's what we need to change.
Well, we have to.
We need to change that shit.
These laws are also created by men and women that are center men. So a lot of, just because something's law, obviously, like some people are saying, just because something's law doesn't make it right because people consider the moral stuff. But psychologically, adults shouldn't be with a teenager. Psychologically.
And I'm with you. But we need to use those psychological tests, those psychological analysts to go in and put that shit back and let's vote that shit 21 or something. Like, I'm with you. So, I'm totally against it.
What I'm addressing, this is Maroney speaking, so what I'm addressing is just in general to the entire room. A lot of these laws in different states, even other countries, are created by men, and it's very predatory. It's disgusting. It's vile. Women and little girls are viewed as objects, as possessions. So even if, again, like I was saying, on a mental level, a 16-year-old, 17, even a 19-year-old is on a different level compared to somebody who is 30. I remember when I was in high school, there's a lot of mixed cultures, multicultural. So you'll have people who are from different countries that are going to the high school too. And I remember this one kid, he was from Jamaica. So he was like put behind two years, which was ridiculous. But he was like 19 years old. And he's like, I think I was like 15 going on 16. And this dude was like, everybody was like, oh, he likes you. And he was like, he likes me. And I'm like, yeah, what I'm supposed to do with you? I can't do nothing with you. You're 19 years old. Like, I'm 15, you're 19. I'm lucky that in my mind, I thought that was weird. Everybody doesn't always think that because sometimes you're like, oh, I like this attention. But another thing that was super weird, years later, now I'm like over 21, and he still tried to get at me, still tried to talk to me. And I thought in my head, like, I'm an adult now, but this is weird. And sorry, a call came in. But yeah, basically that's all I have to say.
How old was he though? You don't mind me asking, like years later, was he 18?
The first time he tried to like flirt with me, wanted to date me. I was 15, he was 19. When I was maybe 22, he's just a few years older. I just still thought it was weird because I feel like, oh yeah, you're an adult now. Now I can pursue you. And I'm like, no, you wanted to pursue me.
Yeah, you had a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah, it was like, I didn't like that. I just felt like, leave it alone.
I still can't believe this man said that if you're 17, he don't care if you just turned 17, you're going to get this dick. And how we're able to even, say, well, this, that, and other. This man needs to be canceled for that.
How you going to cancel a man when he's not saying that's against the law?
I mean, overall, it's against the law in certain places. And it's just...
but he's from New York area, so where he's from,
can she finish? Like, can people finish?
I mean, you're talking about canceling somebody. Like, that's crazy.
In my opinion, for being a girl mom, he's canceled in my book. I'm for...
we can respect that.
And I don't like that a man said that a person under 18 can get dick. I'm sorry, that's too much for me.
But when we gonna have that conversation with our government, these different states,
you don't want to hear the conversation we have with our daughters because a lot of niggas will end up dead. Anyway,
I got a daughter. What do you mean, bro? You talking to a dad, a cheer dad?
Pretty finished. I didn't raise mine. Like, I don't understand why you keep cutting off everybody. Like, we're not here.
What do you mean? We're having about you don't want to cut us off.
Yeah, why are you talking to Wack like
you're
that?
You're cutting her off.
No, I'm not. We just having a like we're good. Like you seem like you got a problem. Did you get hit at 17 or something?
Yeah,
like don't talk to me crazy.
Hello.
Yeah, like don't get to talking to me crazy. Like
hello.
Watch her mouth. Who the fuck is she?
Hello, she's a fucking moderator in my room. Don't speak to no
nigga. Fuck you, nigga.
Who's this weirdo? What's your name?
Yo, bro, like.
What's your name?
It's Corey.
Shut your mouth. I'm in my room. What's your name?
Come on, don't be fighting people. fighting people, man. She wrong, Ayana. You know it.
I'm not wrong. You keep cutting off
You
everyone.
just got an
We can't
issue
hear
with me.
anything. Look at the comments. People are saying that you're cutting people off. We can't hear them.
We have a decorum in this space. Come on now, Wack.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
I
If
hear
somebody
everything
was in
y'all
my
say.
room and they said they gonna cancel, if somebody was in my room and saying, cancel Ion because, hey, hold on, bro. What you talking about right now?
Listen, people, she said that, hold on, wait, because I wasn't in my phone. I was getting set up when it comes down to, like, the whole situation. I want to make it real clear. If she personally feels like she wants to cancel out this dude from this situation out of her life, I agree.
I agree.
To me,
But
that's
she
strange.
said we should. I agree. She could, as an individual, I agree. But when you go to saying we should cancel or he should be canceled, that's a little different, bro.
Yeah, but that's my opinion. Like I said, I'm a mother, and I'd be goddamned if some grown, fat, nasty motherfucker is saying that he wants to get my child. I'm like that.
I'm with you.
I know that we got different parents that, are different. And dads sometimes are different. Like, my dad let me do more stuff than my mom. But I'm a mama bear, and ain't nobody going to be sitting up here saying that they're going to give a 17-year-old dick, and I'm for him. I'm not going to be for that.
No, I'm not saying before. For one, he was a little too harsh. And I'm listening to him, and me knowing act gaslighting some shit to start a conversation. Like, and I guess maybe because I understand what people, YouTubers and shit, what they do. You know what I mean? Just to get conversation going. Sometimes they go a little too far or whatever. I'm just saying, like, we should really start attacking the laws.
We also have to address these celebrities, though, too, because a lot of times they get a pass. I know, for one, Game used to date India Love, and she was a teen at that time. She was 18 as well.
She was 18.
But you said with teen in it. No, she was a little bit younger than that.
No, you missed it. I'm saying the law, and I stand on this, the law should eliminate the teen shit. But Game ain't fuck with no 17-year-old. Get the fuck out of here with that. Woman was 18.
Law is one thing, but
she was 18, but look, if she listen, I'm saying call her age though. Don't say call 18. We in California. That's legal. But what? Her dad came around. He's a real dude from Compton.
Are they marrying these 18-year-olds?
It don't matter if you marrying them or not. Like, you don't have to marry nobody.
But what? What's the difference?
His baby mama is older than him, and she's not married to her.
What's the difference between 17 and 18? That's my question.
Bro, listen what I'm telling you. I think the law should eliminate teens. Period. It should be fucking 20, 21. It's out of my mouth. Like, morally, me. Right? I think 13 to motherfucking 19 should be off limits. Y'all hearing Wack say that?
Listen, no teens. Listen, I agree. Listen, here's the thing. We do need to change the laws up in this thing, but I just want to make it real clear. If a dude is going to fuck with a 17-year-old, a law is not going to stop him. So if the law changes, that don't mean that these men are not going to stop, or these women are not going to stop. Me mentally, I could never, ever see myself personally messing with somebody that is under the age of 23. That's me. And I'm still in my 20s. I'm about to be 30. Excuse me.
You said what age, Ion? 20 what?
23.
But that's Ion. Like, I'm gonna tell you 20. I don't want to get fucked motherfuckers 38, 21.
But laws don't stop people from doing weird shit like that.
We know that.
Have been doing that for the longest time.
Know that.
Hey, yo, bro. You know, sometimes in life, you see some people that is up to 20, right? One my child that don't say, you don't expect, my children, they don't have lessons. You know that?
we can't hear you. Good.
Yeah, I'm trying to say something. Something.
Yeah, but you need better reception.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, we can barely hear you.
Well, if the laws, if the whole Epstein thing taught us anything, is that the people who make the laws is perverts. A lot of them are.
I know, but we vote on them, though. We can vote on them.
That's true, but in the meantime, if we see something, especially in our community, if we see somebody being not doing something that we know is morally messed up, we as people, we need to step up to that. And I'm not just talking about celebrities. I'm talking about and especially like in our families, because in our families, everybody got that uncle that you can't leave your kids around. We need to start like speaking up about that, as a whole. If we feel it is morally messed up, we do need to speak on it, or else be like, look, that was not okay.
See, that was not cool. Can I speak freely? Can I speak freely, bro? See, when we get to that type of shit, then that means we can attack Ion in this cool, because it's gonna have a lot of people say what he doing ain't morally right. So we gotta have a law. It gotta be there.
So fucking
we talking morally shit. It don't matter. Ain't restricted.
Don't over talk me in my room. Excuse me.
I am speaking.
Just real quick, just so that y'all can hear me. Listen, sexuality and fucking a child is something totally different. And
so
we can't. Okay, well then if
we talking morally,
morally, that's weird as.
Morally, it's gonna be some people that say they both weird. Well, that's why I'm saying the law has to be there. Law says that's law. Law says you can't fucking attack.
There was never a law that you can't have sex.
For y'all side, you know that. You get the fuck run, your ass to go to jail doing some of the shit today that motherfuckers used to do back then. But we talking
in America, there was never no laws against being gay.
There weren't. But it was no laws back in the day about attacking either. Like motherfuckers was doing some crazy shit. Right now, you go attack somebody like that, you going to jail for a long time.
You mean like
people in general? But there've always been laws in place that protected you from doing anything criminal. Now there are laws attached that it could be a harsher punishment.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
Queers. But you still was gonna go to jail if you attack a queer, period.
That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is when we throw this morally shit in, right? Now we getting off into the religious shit. People of religion argue about this is that, that's that. So the law, we really need to fucking protest or do something to change the fucking law. Fuck the morally, this is the law. You ain't supposed to be doing it because morally, Ion don't stop shit. If we want to stop it, it got to start with the law.